Well, History Centre's grown a beard. Assuming that's some sort of insulation. It looks as though it's growing a beard. It's definitely different. On High Street we've actually got somebody on site doing some work. It sounds as though just cutting the grass actually. But still no sign of it opening. At least there's a bit of action. Not a lot. I looked down the Royal Saffron's got a new posh sign. And if you can read that, they're looking for staff, so if you want a job, that's the place to go. Well, the Sally Army shop, they soon got them bloody windows in, haven't they? Lots of windows and a new door. They're pretty quick at doing that. I did say the other day that they've got a lot of hair, and if I move round you can still see looks like a load of hair. But now they've got all the cladding in along this line, so it's obviously an insulation thing, isn't it? So the cladding's going in, so I think they're slightly winning over Oak Street at the moment. Well, Oak Street, they got lots of pretty white stuff. I'm presuming that's some sort of insulation. Still want a roof. Well, they've got this white stuff all the way around, so presumably it's insulation, and they'll be getting the cladding on any minute. Well, they would do if it stops raining. It's absolutely bucketing down. Well, they're very busy at the History Centre, just trying to work out what the hell they're doing. It seems to be putting some piece of wood or something. It's just a bit of decoration. We still have the area. Well, the new Crewe is open, even if you have got a bit of entertainment outside. I'm going there now. I'll come in for a pint. Well, they've got that going, haven't they? Well, the cafe by the Lyceum. It's got a wonderful display for Christmas. Polar bear, Christmas trees, another polar bear. And the MP is trying to make this a pedestrian only area. Because you get so many idiots coming around here and then they go and park at the end there. The only problem being the pedestrian area, you've got the car park for the disabled, so you can't make it 100%. But it is a pain in the butt here, because some of the drivers are not worth having. Well, we did see him putting these, what are they, all the way along the History Centre. Presumably we'd probably get some more. But what are they for, unless it's to put the cladding on, and then there'll be a gap between that and the cladding. Find anybody to ask, we'll find out what it's all about. It does seem to be metal with insulation inside, so it's something a bit different. Again, it's not clear at the end of the building because they've got the cladding inside. And now they're putting all this metalwork at the end. So is that cladding the outside of the building and this is something else, or is this going to be the outside of the building? We just need to find somebody that knows what they're doing. Well, that's a bit different. The pizza van trying to get into the building site. So they bought pizza for all the staff or something. It looks as though it's a proper van, not just a delivery. Perhaps they're treating them all to pizzas. Oh, the pizza van is driving in there. I've never known that on the building site before, where you've got a pizza van. So they're going to cook pizza for everybody. We just stood by Christ Church and we did mention the memorials, and somebody's put a single pocket on. It's nice that somebody remembered. Well, I had a word with the lads, so the cladding will go on the end of this bit. And there's a sort of narrow bit between this and that. And it's going to be the plant room where all the central heating and dehumidifiers and all that sort of stuff goes. So they can't put the sort of cladding on until they've got probably the central heating and everything in. See, the Ruddards, is that how you pronounce it, salon, which has been open a while, is now up for sale if you want to buy a ready-made salon. It never seems to do very well. When it first started, we offered to do a free video for them and they didn't want to know, can you come back, can you come back? But it's now up for sale if you want it. I'm just by the bus station and zooming in all the way to the steam train on the top of the municipal building, because the sun's just catching it and it's really standing out. You can see it for miles. Shaking a bit because it's super zooming in. Well, it's miles away and you can see it standing out. Well, Goddard Street, anybody that's watched the channel for a long time will know that there was masses and masses of Japanese knotweed. Now, by law, they have to advise any prospective buyer that it's there. And speaking to some people down here that's bought the houses, has not mentioned a damn thing to them. So they can actually take legal action over that. So if you bought one of these houses and they haven't told you there's Japanese knotweed, you need to get on and get a solicitor on the job. And Richard Moon Street, we mentioned it ages ago, that's all the graffiti. Apparently now the police have noticed it after it's been there about 6 months and decided to get the council to remove it all. And all that will do is mean that they've got to come back and improve the graffiti and do some new stuff. Which is getting sort of the graffiti wall of Crewe. It's at the substation graffiti of Crewe. Well, we are here at Crewe Baths, or the old Crewe Baths historic building. Now it's been going silly for years. Oh, we'll knock it down, we'll make it a child's play area. No, we'll knock it down, we'll do this. No, we'll do this. No, we'll... And it's just been like bloody ping pong. Well, this Saturday, that's the 22nd of this month, there's going to be a protest here at 11 o'clock trying to save the building. Very historic sort of building. We used to come here as kids for swimming lessons and nearly drowned, but so that's just like 70 years ago. It's going to cost £1 million to knock it down, and then I think the latest is to make a school out of it. But, such an iconic building. It's one of the few left in Crewe, so it's really essential that we save this building. So if you're doing it out on Saturday morning, come along and help save it. It's a bit disturbing because everywhere you look there's these rack boxes, hundreds of them. Of course we've got graffiti, more rack boxes. So lovely historic building going to rack and ruin. Let's hope it can be saved. And it does lead you on to the Valley Park. The actual building itself doesn't seem to be in too bad a condition. I mean, there's graffiti and mess and what have you, but there doesn't seem to be anything where it's structurally sort of falling down or anything. So why it can't be saved, and why the hell they didn't just make it into a baths? I've got a lot of foreign graffiti on it, plenty of graffiti. I'm surprised nobody's been in, really. So don't forget this Saturday, 11 o'clock, come and protest. We're just down Wisterton Road and there's a new, what is it, Crewe Butchers. Due to open soon. I think it's the old, is it Longman's? Yeah, Longman's the family butcher. Used to be further down the road, but it's opening anytime soon, don't miss it. Oak Street, and we're still waiting for more cladding to go on, so this section here is all done. And we've got that white insulation or whatever it is there. We're just waiting for the cladding on there to come, and the roof. You can see the steps there. The other side we've got this installation. They've got the cladding, but they want that little corner bit of cladding to go on. So it looks like metal up there. So we are progressing. So High Street, surprise, surprise. Might as well just repeat what I said last week. Nobody about, nobody doing anything, not open. One day we're going to come here and find it's actually open. So still nobody's given a real reason why the hell it's not open. How many pounds did it cost to do all this lot? And drinkers are waiting for somewhere new to drink. Well, they don't seem to have the Pizza Hut on site at the Archive Centre. That was unique yesterday. I've never heard of that before. But, whether it was a special day or something. You could make it a daily thing, that, couldn't you? It's definitely different. And we have got a lot more of these bits of wood, metal, whatever they are, on the side. So whether it's going to have notices on it and things as well, we'll see in the next week or so, no doubt. It's whatever they're doing. We are getting a bit ahead of ourselves, but nevertheless the road closure by the Lyceum, 29th of November, 7:30 to 11:30. Christmas lights switch on. Well, the square outside Marks and Spark, we've now got a Christmas tree. So Christmas is coming. Somebody's going to put lights on it before long. But Christmas is definitely on its way.